Hello, my anxiety fighters. It's day 6 of the 10-day mental challenge. High five. Yes, I'm so happy that you're still here and you're still committed to doing this. I think again, like I was telling you yesterday, I think it shows great courage and great commitment from your part. And this is what it takes: determination, commitment, and perseverance to accomplish anything that you want in life, especially to overcome your health anxiety. So you are awesome for still being here. Today, it's an important subject that I wanted to talk about, and that's confidence. I believe that confidence is something that a lot of, maybe I wouldn't even say 99%, maybe 100% of health anxiety fighters struggle with, and anxiety fighters in general. And that's because with time, all health anxiety fighters look for reassurance. And we look for reassurance by checking WebMD to make sure that we're okay, by going on these Facebook groups and asking people, oh, did you have this in the past? Were you okay? And someone would answer, yes, I had it and it's okay. You have nothing to fear. And then you are like, oh, okay, okay, I have nothing to fear. And it gives you that reassurance, that sense of safety, and again, you being in control. You do that by Google checking, by going to see your doctor. Sometimes, in most cases, a lot of women, they go to see their partner as well to ask them, okay, can you check if I have something? Can you, so they're looking for that reassurance. However, in the long run, that reassurance is not a healthy reassurance. First of all, it creates obsessive behaviors. So you might find yourself compulsively checking your body for symptoms. And it's just a habit that you formed, a habit that you've established because you've done it so many times that your mind is just used to it. So you need to break out of that habit. And then it doesn't give you that reassurance anymore. As many times as you would go and ask your partner, it's not going to give you the reassurance that you're looking for. So it will give you maybe at the beginning when you try to do it, the first couple of times, but then it's not going to give you that. And same thing with MMD, with doctors, Google search, whatever it might be, Google in groups, you're asking someone, it's not going to give you the long-term reassurance that you're looking for. You're still going to create symptoms after a couple of hours, after a couple of days. You're going to invent something new and another body symptom is going to pop up and you're going to be afraid and you're going to go down the rabbit hole again. And in some cases, a lot of women become dependent on their husband as well. So they become dependent on them doing a lot of the things because the anxiety, the fear is so debilitating that they can't get out of the house. There's a lot of chores that they are not doing anymore. And the constant reassurance, what it does to you is that it lowers your self-esteem and it lowers your confidence in yourself because it doesn't make you trust your body. You stop trusting your body, you stop trusting yourself for symptoms, and it lowers your confidence. The more you do it, the more it lowers your confidence. And I remember when I struggled with health anxiety, I remember how I constantly told my husband to check for symptoms, to check. I remember one time I thought I was really convinced, and I convinced myself that I have AIDS. And I told him that I thought I had AIDS and I just didn't want to check for the symptoms. I said, I don't want to check for the symptoms because it's just so awful and I don't want to do it, but can you do it? And then he started looking for the symptoms that, one might have because of AIDS. And he was like, oh my God, like you don't have this. Like, this is just, you can't have this. And he was telling me, he's like, oh my God, like I started checking on the bus so that it calms you down, so that I can tell you that everything's okay. And I just felt like people were looking at me, and it just gives them, I didn't realize at that time, but it just gives them a discomfort as well, because they try to be there for us. They try to reassure us, but in the long run, it's just affecting as well their confidence and them repeating every time to us that you are okay, but we don't really believe that because at the end we'll still not okay and still looking for that reassurance. So that was one of the stories, one of the many stories that I have with me and my husband, constantly looking for reassurance. So getting back to confidence, when I hear people saying, yeah, but I've never been a confident person and I'm just not confident. I'd say that's bullshit. Maybe you're never confident not because you're not that way. It's because you've never built the skill of confidence, because you've never trusted yourself. Confidence is actually a skill, and it's not something that you're born with. It's something that you build over time. And that's why in JPM, I take students through a series of tools and techniques that showcase their value, their worth, and their strength, right? This builds confidence in themselves, to trust their body again, and to stop seeking for that outside reassurance, for reassurance outward, but to look for the reassurance inward. One-on-one coaching sessions with me are now opened, so go book your free discovery session in the link that I send you in email. If you're just watching this on YouTube and you don't have the email, you can DM me on IG at Coach Raluca, and we can book your free session. And if you're determined to learn how to trust your body again and how to overcome your symptoms, how to not fear your symptoms, book your session so we can start discovering all of that together and getting you to trust your body again. So confidence really is a muscle, okay, that's built within us, that we need to explore and that we need to keep working at it, okay? So again, it's a skill. It's not something that we're born with. So it is easy to really forget about the great things that we've overcome and the great things that we've done in life and with everything that we've achieved. And yet it's so easy to just think that we are not enough and that we haven't done enough, and to tell ourselves, okay, I did that, but it's just not enough, and not to feel confident in ourselves. Would you agree? Yeah. So the challenge today is to brainstorm, not about material things or titles that you've had or that you've acquired along the way, along your lifetime, but things that you did in your life, okay, that made you who you are today and that fill you with confidence in your abilities. I'm going to say that again. So the challenge is to brainstorm things you did in your life that made you who you are today and fill you with confidence in your abilities. Okay? And let this be evidence to remind you that you get things done. Okay? So come back to this whenever you feel like you don't believe that you can get anything done. Read it over and over again. That's it for day 6. You've completed day 6 of the challenge. Can't wait to talk to you in day 7.